The average mu is the mean sum of what? Sum of x divided by n. I will give you 5 values. If we have, say, 3, 5, 7, 9, and 11. How to calculate mu? Mu is sum x over n. Sum x, 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9 plus 11 divided by what? Divided by 5. The final answer? 7. If we try now to get x minus x bar, where is bar? X bar is mu. If we start to subtract exact value of mu from each value, 3 minus 7 is negative 4. This means 3 spreaded from the mean negative 4. 5 minus 7 is negative 2. 5 spreaded from the mean by 2. 7 minus 7 is 0. Same. 7 spreaded from the mean by 0 value means same. 9 minus 7 is 2. 9 spreaded from the mean by 2. But what is the difference between if it is negative 2 and positive 2? If you get it negative, will be less. If 9 spreaded from the mean by a positive value means more. 11 minus 7 is 4. Exactly. So x minus x bar is spreaded from the mean by these values. If we try now to get the sum of x minus x bar equals what? Sum of x minus x bar equals what? 0. Have to be 0. Sum of x minus x bar for all these values, if you start to add negative 4, negative 2, 0, 2, 4, the answer will be 0. Yes. Yes. Almost 0. Variance. If you didn't get 0, you have a mistake for calculation. Yes. How to calculate the variance? Variance is sum of x minus x bar all squared divided by n. Yes. How to calculate the variance? Sum of x minus x bar. We already have the values of x minus x bars. Square it. So negative 4 squared plus negative 2 squared plus 0 squared plus 2 squared plus 4 squared divided by n, which is 5. This is called variance. Can you give me the value of variance? Calculator, please. Calculator, please. Please find the variance. Give me the final answer. Final answer? 32, 32, 32. Is it 40? 40? 40 divided by 5, so the answer is 8. Standard deviation. Standard deviation is square root of variance. Standard deviation is the positive square root of variance. Square root of 8 exactly is 2 root 2. Give me as a decimal 3 significant. 2.83. Back to the original values again. 357, 357, 3,579 and 11. 9 and 11. Yes? This value? Square root of variance. Standard, this is called the standard deviation. Standard deviation is the square root of the variance, square root of 8. Now we'll discuss the meaning of standard deviation. We'll not discuss the variance. I need only the variance to calculate the standard deviation. I need only the variance to calculate the standard deviation. Now I will talk about the meaning of standard deviation and using it for what? Yes. More? After finding the standard deviation, which we use it to measuring spread from the mean. We use standard deviation to measure spread from the mean. Now we'll try to get a range. This range between mu plus 1 standard and mu minus 1 standard. You will get most of data in this range, around 66%. Approximately 2/3 of the data in this range. See, if we add mu plus 1 standard, mu is 7. 7 plus 2.83, 9.83. And 7 minus 2.83. So the answer is 4.17. 9.83 and 4.17, all these values in this range, right? Yes. It's approximately 2/3 of the data in this range. So if mu is 7, inshallah we'll discuss the normal distribution in 50 topics. The normal distribution for this data will be like this. This is the value at mu. And see the area under the curve and the x-axis in this part will be most of the area in this part, in this range, which will be mu plus standard and mu minus standard. But I need only how to calculate the variance and how to calculate the standard. I will explain again how to calculate the variance. But we have another way to calculate it. The first one is find the exact value of mu, exact value of mu, even decimal fraction, use it exact to make sure that x minus x bar to be 0. You have to subtract the exact value of mu. Find the mu, their sum divided by their number. Then find the x minus x bar or x minus mu. Subtract 3 minus 7, 5 minus 7, 7 minus 7, 9 minus 7, 11 minus 7. This is what x minus x bar. These values represent x minus x bar. If you add x minus x bar, you will get it 0. Now, how to calculate the variance? Yes. Subtracted from mu. Now, how to calculate the variance? Use this formula. Sum of x minus x bar all squared divided by n. You have to take the values which is written up, squared, 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 divided by 5, the answer is 8. The square root of the variance is called standard deviation, which is 2.83. We use it to measure spreaded from the mean. Say when we have a quiz, and this quiz out of 20 for a group of 15 students, we'll get the mean. To compare the result, we'll get the mean of the whole group. Let's say if the quiz out of 20 and the mean is 12. If your result more than 12, we'll say this student's above the mean, above the average. If he below this range, we'll say below the average. But there is a standard. There are more above the average. I need to calculate which will be A star, which will be A, which will be B. A star, A, and B all above the average. If you get a star, A, B above the average. How to differentiate between star and the A and B? So we'll start to get the boundaries, the limits. How to calculate the limits? By finding the standard. If, say, for example, all the group between mu and one standard will get B. If it is more than to be 2 standard, will mu plus 2 standard will be, let's say, A. Mu plus 3 standard will be A star, and so on. Anyone can answer him? He asked, what's mu? He asked about mu. Again, we have 5 values. We have 5 values. It's better to arrange ascending and descending. 3, 9, 15, 24, and 29. How to calculate the average? Mu is sum x over n. Mu, we can write it x bar. How to calculate it? Sum of x, 3 plus 5, plus 9. 3 plus 9 plus 15 plus 24 plus 29 divided all by 5. The answer? 16. Same mu, yes. 10. Now we'll calculate x minus x bar. X minus x mu. We subtract mu from each value. To show what? To show this value is spreaded from the mean. X minus x bar measure the spreaded from the mean for each value. The mean is 16. Let's say the mean will be at this value. So 3 away from the mean by what? The mean is 16. So 3 minus 16. The first value, 3 minus 16. 9 minus 16. 15 minus 16. 24 minus 16. 29 minus 16. The first is negative what? So negative 13 showing that 3 away from the mean by 13. And the negative show this value less than the mean by 13. The second, 9 minus 16 is negative 7. 9 away 7 from the mean, but less. 15 minus 16, negative 1. 24 minus 16, 8. 29 minus 16, 13. Sum of x minus x bar have to be 0. calculate يلا كده. negative 13 minus 7 minus 1 negative 21. 8 and 13 positive 21. So the answer correct is 0. Now, how to calculate the variance? The variance sum of x minus x bar all squared divided by n. So you have to square each value. Negative 13 all squared plus negative 7 all squared plus negative 1 all squared plus 8 all squared plus 13 all squared all divided by 5. Variance equals calculation. Sum 90. The final answer for the variance. Okay. By taking square root, it's called what? Standard deviation from the mean. Equals what? 9.50. 51? 51. 9.51. 9.51. Go again for this value, 16. If you add one standard, mu plus one standard, standard is 9.51. If you add 16 and 9.51, so the answer is 25.51. If you subtract one standard, minus 9.51, 6.49. See what is standard plus mean and standard minus mean? Most of the data in this range. If say we divided this range to be represent C, C and B, C and B. So more than will be A and A star, less than will be D and U, and so on. Again, we calculate mu first, then get x minus x bar, we calculate V, then square root. When we answer part A, find the standard deviation, done. Part B, which of 5 numbers are more than one standard from the mean? We calculated one standard from the mean means mu plus standard. One standard from the mean. When we get one standard from the mean is 25.51. How many values more than this value? Only one value, which is 29. 3. If it is written less, it's written here more. You are right if it is written less. Which of 5 numbers are less than one standard from the mean will be 3. Square root of variance. Square root of variance. How to calculate? LV. Use this formula. I will give you another formula. I will repeat the question again to explain the second method to calculate mu. Standard. I will give another formula for calculate variance. First, find the mu, which is sum of x over what? N. Variance is sum of x squared over n minus sum of x over n the whole squared. Gonna calculate it. Sum of x squared. So I need to get sum of x and sum of x squared. Sum of x, 3 plus 9 plus 15 plus 24 plus 29. Sum of x squared, 3 squared plus 9 squared plus 15 squared, 24 squared, and 29 squared. Yalla, please give me the values of each. Sum of x equals what? Sum of x is 80? 80? Sum of x squared? 1? 1, 7, 3, 2. Anyone give the same answer? Okay. Now, to calculate mu, sum of x over n. Sum of x is 80, n is 5, so the answer is 16, right? Variance is sum of x squared, which is 1732, divided by n, 5, minus sum of x over n directly is 16, or you can write 80 over 5 all squared. Give me the value of variance. 90 point. Is the same answer like previous one? 90.4? Sure? What is the standard square root of the variance, which is 9.51? How to calculate, find the standard deviation of values of x given the following table corrected to 3 significant figures. Explain again, but how to calculate mu from simple frequency table. Do you remember the form of mu is? You can apply 12 times 3, 14 times 28. The formula is sum of x times f divided by sum f. How to get the variance? How to get the variance? It's the sum x minus x bar times f squared times f divided by sum of f, or we'll find sum of x squared f divided by sum of f minus sum of xf over sum of f, the whole squared. Mu is, find the sum of x times f divided by sum of f. 12 times 13 plus 14 times 28 plus 16 times 10 divided by 13 plus 28 plus 10. Yalla, please give me the answer. I need more than one to calculate, please. Calculation فين يا حبيبي؟ كالكوليتر بس عشان تصحصح نفسك. تلاقي نفسك تعمل كالكوليشن مفايق. يلا الانسر. 13 14 13.88. Anyone give the same answer? If you use the second formula, V is sum of x squared f, 12 squared times 13 plus 14 squared times 28 plus 16 squared times 10 divided by 13 plus 28 plus 10 minus summation of mu squared. It's better to keep your answer exact in mu as a fraction. Do you remember the fraction is what? 136 over 17? 236 divided by 17 squared. Yalla, give me the value of variance. 1 point after taking square root or before? Yalla, by taking the square root. 3/4. The other same solution. The standard is 1.34. Correct. How to calculate the standard deviation from a grouped table? From a grouped table. Same. Mu is sum x f divided by sum of f. Variance sum of x squared f over sum of f minus sum of xf over sum of f the whole squared. It's given in the formula sheet. Look at the boundaries. It's given the start is 1.2 and it's not written the end. So directly use this end and write it here to be 1.4. The start of the next set is 1.4. The end is not written. Take the end to be start to be end, 1.5. Now it's continuous. But whatever continuous or not, you will get the same answer. If say we have written 3 to 4, then 4 to 9. If you add 0.5 and subtract 0.5, if it is written like this, 3 to 4, then 5 to 9, what is the mid interval of 3 and 4? 3.5. If you subtract 0.5 to start with 2.5 and add 0.5 to 4 to be 4.5, what is the mid interval of 2.5 and 4.5? Same? Okay, so no need to get the upper and lower. But for cumulative frequency, you have. For histogram, you have. But for the median, for the mean, we'll get the same answer. Now, how to calculate mu and how to get the variance? Sum of xf over sum f. What x here represents? X represents the mid interval, right? So I will write here like x bar. So you have to get x first, which represent the mid intervals, and use it to calculate mean and variance. The first group, what is the median? 1.2 and 1.4. So 1.3. The next 1.4 and 1.5. 1.45. Right? 1.5 and 1.7. 1.6. And use it same. How to get mu is 1.3 times 2 plus 1.45 times 12 plus 1.6 times 6 divided all by 2 plus 12 plus 6. How to get the variance? Sum of x squared, 1.3 squared times 2 1.45 squared times 12. 1.6 squared times 6. All divided by 2 plus 12 plus 6. Minus the answer up, square it. Minus mu squared. After finding the variance, find its square root. Yalla, give me the answer. Mu, give me exact as a fraction. This is exact 1.48. Anyone give the same answer, 1.48? Yalla, 1.48 squared. What is the variance? Then square root, what is the standard? Square root. Correct.